Welcome to this tutorial on the CCI Indicator Strategy for winning trades. I'm Barry Burns with Top Dog Trading, and let's jump right into it. So one of my basic principles for trading is this, and this is really, really important. Commit this to memory. We'll put it up here so you can see it in writing. In the direction of the dominant energy of the market. The market meaning whatever market I'm trading, whether it's futures, whether it's day trading, swing trading, stocks, forex, whatever. So that's the key. Now, that's a great principle. But then the next question is, fine, but how do we determine the dominant energy of the market? Okay, great question. So that's where indicators can come in, and price action as well. So today we're going to look at the CCI, and this stands for the Commodity Channel Index. And the developer of this indicator, Donald Lambert, called it that because he really designed it to find cycles in the commodity markets, but we can use this for stocks and other markets as well. Now, I like to use a period of 20. Some people like to use a period of 14. I find that creates a choppier indicator, and I don't find it to be quite as easy to trade. So I like 14 if you're using, or I like 20. If you're using 14, that's great. If it works for you, hey, great. God bless you and the horse you rode in on. I don't complain. If anybody's making money with 14, then keep doing it. But I find personally that 20 is a setting that gives us better, less choppy signals. Now, here is the way that we're going to trade this. So, back to looking at the direction of the dominant energy of the market. So, when Donald Lambert created this, and remember, indicators, what are they? They're just mathematical equations, right? So you've got 0, you've got 100, you've got 200. And then below 0, you have negative 100 and negative 200. So the way he created the formula was intended that 70 to 80% of the CCI values would fall between 100 and negative 100. So what that means is that anything in there is just kind of an average range. Nothing really special is going on. So what I look for is I look for the market to, or not the market, but the CCI indicator to get down below negative 100 or above positive 100 for signals. Now, number two is a lot of people look for those to be overbought or oversold signals. I don't. The CCI is actually not a bounded indicator like some indicators like stochastics, for example, or RSI. So, but it's rare that it gets too far above 200 or too far below negative 200, even though it can, and it does from time to time. But here's what you have to understand. When we are below negative 100, that's actually showing strength, in other words, dominant energy to the downside. So I am now looking for shorts, especially here in this situation. The dominant trend is down. The long-term trend is down. So I'm only looking for shorts right now, and we're early in a new trend. That's the other thing. How early or late are you in a trend? That's very, very important. So late in a trend, I might be looking for reversals, but early in a trend, I'm looking to trade with the trend. So we see early in a new trend here, and we go down, the CCI goes down below negative 100. That shows statistically it's got more strength than average, and therefore, great, we're showing strength to the downside. Still not ready to trade though, because here's the key. Now I want to look for the retrace. So the retrace, I want to be weak. I want strength to the downside if I'm going to go short, and I want weakness to the upside. Where do we go here? We go just a little bit above 0. Now, if we got above 100, now that's a strong signal to the upside, I'd no longer be interested in going short. Because then we just had basically a V-bottom type of energy where we had very strong selling, followed immediately by strong buying. And that's not what we want. What we want, in fact, here's just the basic overarching principle, then we'll show it to you on the CCI again, is I want the market to go down on strength. And what does that really look like? I mean, what is really behind that? What's behind that is we have a lot of traders making a lot of trades coming through the market with velocity, speed. If you're looking at your price action, you would see it moving fast If you're looking at a time sales window, you see those orders coming through fast, and we want big volume. Not just a lot of volume, but we want individual orders with large volume. So we got the big boys, we got the whales who are shorting. Now the market oscillates, right? It goes down, then it pauses, goes down, retraces, goes down, retraces. So here's the key. It goes down on strength. Now we've got to watch the retrace. The retrace is the key. This is what a lot of people don't understand. That retrace, that is your key. We want that to be coming up on weakness. So we don't mind retraces. They're fine. They're the normal ebb and flow, the respiration of the market, if you will. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Markets do that. That's natural. That's normal. That's fine. But when it comes back up a little bit, we want behind the scenes for that to be maybe some people just taking profits who've gone short, or perhaps some retailers buying there who, they're just buying with their 1 lots or 100 shares or whatever. Plus, they're amateurs. They don't know what they're doing, so they're probably going to be wrong. What we don't want is to look over at our time in sales and to see huge block trades buying. In other words, big professional traders buying. So down on strength, up on weakness, back down on strength. That's what I basically mean by trading in the direction of the dominant energy of the market. Because the retrace was weak, the dominant energy remains down. Now, that's what's happening on the chart in price action, basically. That's what's happening behind the scenes with the actual buying and selling. Now, we can map that with indicators. So today, of course, we're talking about the Commodity Channel Index, the CCI indicator. And so one of the ways we do that is we look for, okay, first of all, the dominant energy being down, getting below negative 100, retracing back to zeros, perfectly fine. A little bit above zeros, perfectly fine. Above 100, not so fine. Okay, not so fine. So what happened? My charts are getting kind of messy here. So let's start fresh. Let's go to the next level. So it only retraces a little bit above 100, so that's cool. Did not have a strong move up. Strong move down, goes back down below 100. That little gray line there is 100. The number's not there, but that's what that is. And so we're showing more strength. When we come back up, what happens? Okay, we get back up here to, again, a little bit above zero, not quite to 100. And then we go down to 200. So we get down to 200, but here's the issue now. Now we are in a 5-wave trend. So, and this is an extreme reading. Negative 200 is a very extreme reading. So that extreme reading combined with how early or late we are in the trend says, okay, now we don't really want to do this. Plus, again, we're going to watch the retrace. That's going to be the key, is the retrace. And the retrace goes above 100 now. Oh. Okay, well, now a lot of buying came in. So you put all these things together. How early or late are we in the trend? Remember, the trend is your friend until what? The end. So what that teaches us is you want to trade early in a new trend, or I should say trade in the direction of the trend early in a new trend, and not so much late. Win-loss ratio kind of falls apart there. The longer the trend continues, the less likely it is to continue. It just has to do with probabilities. Okay, so now let's move forward. And let's look. So now you see the trend does reverse. And now here's the key. Remember I said 200 was very extreme. So it goes up above 200. And so this is where a lot of people would say, oh, above 200, that is overbought. You should be shorting that. Wrong. Why? Because now we're in a new trend. So we're early in a new trend. We're only interested in trading in the direction of the dominant energy of the market, and we're early in a new trend. That is your first wave high, first wave low. Now, again, we're watching that retrace, right? So, okay, we got a nice strong move up. That's what we're looking for longs. We want a strong move up, and we want a weak move down. Where do we go down? Well, here's our zero line. The scaling kind of changed a little bit there, so just to show you. So it doesn't even get back down below zero. In fact, this whole time, it never gets back below zero, the black line there. And so therefore, just basically a strong move up, weak move down. 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 Okay? And that's it. That's the basic idea. That's the basic premise. So that is the overarching principle of all my trading. And then, of course, the question is, well, how do you determine that? And using the CCI, this is one of the ways that you can do that. So if you liked this video, please understand, yep, it's here, it's free, but if you got value from it, you actually have a moral obligation to share it with others by clicking that beautiful little share button below. It feels good to do the right thing. So go ahead and do the right thing, and guess what? You're going to have a heart filled with joy and happiness and peace. And in addition, if you liked watching this, give it a thumbs up. And I really appreciate your comments too, by the way. So whether you agree or disagree with me, or you want to add something to the conversation, type in your comments below and you can help someone else that way as well. Maybe you'll have something to add to this that'll help someone else watching. I'm also giving away one of my favorite trade strategies. This is a complete trade setup called the rubber band trade. And I still trade this thing every day that it sets up. It has a very, very high win-loss ratio, and I'm going to give it to you absolutely free. I'll teach it to you in about 26 short minutes, and you can get that video by simply clicking on the image in the top left corner, or if you're on a mobile device, then click on the little eye with a circle around it in the top right corner of this video. And if you're not watching on YouTube, then there's probably a link below or an opt-in form on the side. And once you do that, I will personally email the video to you with the rubber band trade setup.